Good day, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Prairie Banana here. I hope you're all doing well. We're going to talk about the Grays currencies over on PulseChain. These are two community-based tokens that have been crushing it for 2 years on PulseChain, at the bottom of PulseChain. And when PulseChain reverses, these tokens, in my estimation, based on history and forecasting a little bit of speculation, are going to, how do you do it? They're going to hit it out of the park. They're going ballistic, man, in my opinion. They're an index of all the best assets on the chain. Literally. They're an index of all the RH tokens. Hex, EHEX, well, yeah, both the hexes, I guess. And then Pulse, PulseX, and Ink, amongst others. So you buy one token, and it exposes you to many tokens. Or you buy both, pTGC or UFO. You can buy both. And it exposes you to a host of other tokens. They literally have, each of them has mechanical buy pressure built in. It will never stop. The price floors will always be increasing because of the mechanical buy pressure. Automated mechanical buy pressure on both these tokens. Can somebody let me know that you can hear me? I assume that you can. If somebody could just chime in. At some point, I'm going to have a completely silent chat, and it will just test me. It'll make me better. We'll get to your question. There's a question in the chat, and we'll get to that. I'm going to get my stuff going here, my media assets, man. I love this one. And if you guys don't mind, I like this banner as well. Where's my banner? There it is. How about that? Kind of makes me smile. I built that. Yeah, I'm kind of proud of it. I'm thankful for it. All right. Does anybody have any? I mean, we're just going to, this is what we do, guys. This is what we do. It literally takes about a couple hours. I ramble for a little bit for like 30 minutes to an hour. We just talk about the market and like my thoughts and such. And then we get into pTGC, which takes the bulk of the time, the rest of the time. And then we segue over to UFO. And then we wrap it up. It's literally, that's how it goes. And people must find value in it because they come in. You guys actually watch this. And I appreciate it. I mean, I'd be here too. I would be here too. I've not even looked at my deck screener. I did on my phone earlier today, and I see that things are happening, which is wonderful. But I want to see it. I always like to see it on my computer. Is my audio coming through okay? Everybody's asleep. There's only 13 people have seen this. There's probably, I've got to look. I'm gonna spy on you guys. It's a I spy. It's a game of I spy. There are 2 thumbs up, 6 people watching. Okay, probably including me. Coming through fine. Thank you, Bandu. Just for that, buddy. I'm gonna jump right into your question. I appreciate you. I can tell you're excited that you want your question answered. So let's do it. Can you break down? I will, to the best of my ability, Bandu. The best of my ability. The worst case scenario that PulseChain can't reach SAC price this cycle and how that affects pTGC and UFO. Can we pump it all with just the burn mechanics before even getting new users? Whoa. Okay. That's so funny, Bandu. I was telling my wife on the way home from church this morning. We brought an older lady over for lunch, and she has, I was just kind of chatting with her, keeping her mind going. And I was like, I always like to look at things as worst. Well, not always, but sometimes I'll look at anything. It could be a situation in life, like the situation you just brought up. What if the worst happens? Well, let's start there, because it probably ain't going to happen. And then it just gets better from there. You set your expectations low, right? And then anything better is just, yeah, man. I like it. So can you break down worst case scenario that PulseChain can't reach SAC price? Okay, so we're talking about something through below SAC price, this cycle, and how that affects pTGC and UFO. Can we pump at all with just the burn mechanics before even getting new users? We can pump. Can we pump? Okay. Can we pump at all with just the burn mechanics before getting new users? Well, if existing users buy up the assets, then we can pump. And we have like 16,000 plus wallets. So how many users is that? Let's call it 5,000 users. We can pump. If the price goes down because PulseChain didn't even hit sacrifice price, then we could pump or sustain with just our existing users. But I would speculate that if it was clear that we missed the cycle, PulseChain missed the cycle, I think the people that didn't have a long-term conviction about the Grays currencies and PulseChain would leave, or there's the potential for them to leave. For one, I don't understand selling a bag. Like, let's say you put $10 in, it's worth $5. And you're like, I want my $5. Okay. But what if it's worth $1? I mean, are you going to, I mean, I'm that upside down or more on some assets on PulseChain. And I'm just like, I might see you later, but I'm just written it off, some of those assets. So we could have some of that where people just, they're going to take their $5 and go speculate on something else and perhaps get wrecked or not. Or they go out and they make $100 off that $5. And then next cycle, or even before, they're buying up pTGC and UFO. That could happen also. I don't think the worst case scenario is going to happen, Bendu, or everybody that's watching. I don't think it's going to happen. I think that you guys want to know, I'm going to tell you what I think without getting too, because I can't get too deep, but without getting too transparent with what I think about things on PulseChain. I just think that, and this is not a feeling. I don't like to live my life by feelings, but I'm in different chats, okay? And I have buddies that and we talk. And I'm going to tell you what, guys, I think from the conversations that I have from buddies and stuff that I see in other chats, I think that either Richard Hart or maybe a group of people they're up to something good. I think something good is going to happen. Listen, you can't have, well, not can't. That's a pretty solid word. I have a hard time accepting that when I hear this, information A from one angle, information B from another angle, information C from this angle, I'm doing all this triangulating, and it's all going back to, something that it sounds pretty exciting. And I don't think that all of these different bits of pieces of information could be a coincidence. I think the chain is going to more than impress. I'm giving it that. If it does 10% of more than impress, okay, do you follow me? Like it doesn't, this is more than impress, and this is what it could do without all this stuff that I'm hearing about. I think this most people are going to be happy with. A 50x on PulseChain is going to be maybe a 200x on pTGC, where does that put us? 10 cents? Probably 10 cents, something like that. You are welcome, Ben Do. Coming through fine. Damian Thrash, good to see you, man. Thanks, Banana. I'm thinking of crab market, where we're range bound and the burn mechanism just keeps reducing supply, thus price appreciation hypothetically. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. That's kind of where my mind was going also with that. I like that crab market. That's what we're doing, right? Kind of crab crawling. And as we are, price is low, rewards are high because, you know, $1,000 input into PGDC right now, that $50 goes a lot further at burning tokens, doesn't it? It also goes further in paying you and I our reflections and our staking rewards. So we're earning a lot of rewards. I mean, I want to go look at one of my wallets right now because I think that I'm not going to show you guys, but I want to, but I don't want to. I think that what happens is, I was getting distracted. Like last week, I've been scraping my yield once a week. Yeah, thank you, Mando, if you're watching. It worked. And last week I was like, what? I earned what? I was like, there's no way. Well, sure enough, man. I sure did. And so anyhow, I was impressed with the yield. You know, I was very impressed. And but we had some good volume also. We got to have that volume in order to get the yield, the extra yield at the lower prices. You got 100 million PTDC now. Yes, I think I saw it in the chat. And not going to touch it till we're well over a penny. Yeah, because that'd be $1 million. That'd be $1 million at 100 million PTDC at a penny would be $1 million. Yep. Congratulations, dude. Congratulations. 200x is far away from 10 cents, bro. Oh, bro. 200x is far away from. Okay, so it's you think that's way above 10 cents? Let's do it. Let's do a little calculation and see where it puts it. We're at 1869 times 200. Oh, it's 3.7 cents. What? No. Can't be. Hold on. 1869.12 1869 times 200. 3.7 cents. That can't be right. All right, guys, we're going to go to look into. If you guys don't use look into, you know, take advantage of it. It's free. Some of it's free. A lot of it, like the dashboard and the D app. If you're having trouble on PulseTGC.com, this is an alternative D app you can use. There is a new site under construction, and we will have access to that here before long. So it's 53x to a penny. We're 53x from a penny. I remember when we were 10x from a penny almost a year ago, but we're 53x to a penny. And so 200x from here would be, it would be like 4 cents. 200x is far away from 10 cents. Okay. Yeah, you're right, dude. It's 4 cents. Shaq O'Neal holding Prairie Banana accountable. Apparently, you are not aware of how much PTC crashed in 10 days. I watch the chart every day, dude. Absolutely. I am aware of how much PTDC crashed in 10 days. My buddy Shaq O'Neal. Oh, can you reach out to me? Reach out to me on Twitter. Would you, please, Shaq? I don't know what your Twitter handle is. You can drop it in the chat if you want. I can have everybody follow you. Everybody go follow Shaq O'Neal. If he drops it in his handle in the chat, go follow him. I can use your handle. I'm not sure whether I'm following you or not. Let's have a look, guys, at the chart. So I pulled it up. It's raining here, guys. So if I'm a little bit like quiet and calm today, That's why. It's like it's a nap day, but I'm not napping today. Too much work. Hey, look at this ratio. We were at like 6.2 yesterday. Let's see. Let's see how wrong I am. Well, look, we went down to 5. This is the daily. We went down to 5.7. Yesterday, yeah, we were at 6.162. And now we're at 6.5. We've been pumping against PulseChain for 3 days. Who would turn that down? Who would turn that down? Yeah, Shaq. Okay, in case you guys didn't know, guys, Shaq O'Neal and I have a bet together. And here's the bet. He'll let me, I don't even have to ask. I know you'll let me know if I got this wrong. pTGC come under 50 cents. Shaq owe me $1 million pTGC. pTGC. No. If pTGC goes anywhere up to 50 cents and stops, I owe him $1 million pTGC. But if it goes over 50 cents, he owes me $1 million pTGC. That's the deal. That's why I want your contact information, bro. The only time I ever see you is when you pop in my Telegram. How am I supposed to reach out to you when you owe me $1 million? How are you supposed to reach out to me? Do you got my socials, dude? Promise, yeah. Oh, it's going to be hard for either of us, man. It's going to be hard for either of us, but we just man up and do it, you know? My wife, I was just joking around the other day. I was like, man, I bet, whatever. She's like, no more betting. No more betting. Because I told her. I guess she wasn't very happy. It does. pTGC has an active Telegram, Springer Bench. I will give it to you. Here is the main one. Okay, this is the main Telegram. But I'm also going to send you to I'm going to send you to my Telegram where you could, like, you guys, all y'all are invited to my Telegram. Just come join my Telegram. And all y'all, Shaq O'Neal, I don't know if you're in there. Springer Bench, jump in, guys. Jump into my Telegram. I want my Telegram to be a place for new people to land. And I'm trying to wouldn't mind building a community. I wouldn't mind building a community. I'm sure this won't go the same way as the Eric Wall, Katie H vid bet, and J Dub. How's it going, man? Yeah. I heard about that. Well, you see what Shaq and I did versus what Katie and Wall did is Shaq and I are betting tokens, and so she bet, if you guys didn't know, she bet Eric Wall $50,000 that PulseChain would be at a certain level by a certain date. $50,000 of PulseChain of fiat would buy a lot of PulseChain right now, and so she is hiding. Well, Shaq and I, we bet tokens. That's the wiser way to go. And it doesn't matter. It's not going to matter. Well, it is going to matter what the value is. It's going to be like, oh my soul, what did you just do? What were you thinking? What were you smoking? What were you drinking when you made that bet? You bet how much? I know. But we bet tokens versus dollars. Yeah, I just popped that up. Okay, let's have a look. Ooh. I like this. Let's see. I'll show it to you guys. 6.5. Somebody's buying pTGC right now. Look at that on the 4 hour. I love it, dude. How far up are we on the 4 hour? Against PulseChain. 9%. I'll take that to the bank. What about USD? I like it. It's crypto though. It's going to come back down. Let's look at UFO. Well, look, Bitcoin's up 2%. Dude, guys, we're about to pump. We're about to pump. I've seen this before. I could be wrong, but when Bitcoin pumps 2%, the reflexivity, it might take a day, but suddenly, look at DAI, 2356. pTGC is up 8%. UFO is up 2%. If you guys don't have a position in pTGC, in UFO, now might be a good time. And by the way, guys, I don't get paid to promote these tokens. I just love these tokens. Here's our daily in WPLS and USD. Like, UFO is having a hard time right now. Okay. I'm just going to say it out loud. It's having a hard time. But you got to trade against your emotions. Like, I don't want to buy that token because it looks like it's suffering. Great time to buy that token. Great time to buy that token. Boy, you can pick up. I don't have the positions memorized for UFO like I do pTGC, but I think 890 million would be there's 890 billion tokens. 890, that's million, billion times 0.01. Yeah, 8.9 billion is a whale. So 890 million, 89 million. 89 million is a dolphin. $1,400. You can get a dolphin in UFO for about $1,400. I think that's right. Actually, I've got it pulled up right over here. Should just do that. $1,400 right now. You can get a dolphin in UFO. Dolphin in pTGC is about 6,000. So undervalued. I think UFO's I think it's gonna really surprise us. But it just needs it needs PulseChain to move. Well, okay, what was I thinking that I was going to tell you guys? Oh, wouldn't be surprised if it goes sideways for a while. That's just my gut. That's what I think. But I also wouldn't be surprised to see things just go vertical, like vertical. I could go either way. And I almost think it'll be one or the other. That's what I think. I don't think it's going to be mediocre. I really think we're going to go like, who was saying that? The Bendu was saying we're going to crab crawl. I think it's going to be a crab market until we go vertical. That's what I kind of mind. I wanted to go vertical versus crab crawl, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to build my YouTube channel by the grace of God. I'm going to build my Twitter following. And it's tough to do in a market like this. But I'm studying YouTube. Why? So I can reach out and get a hold of more people for pTGC and UFO. That's the ultimate goal. The book's coming out in about, I should have a copy in my hands by tomorrow through Wednesday. It's supposed to be here. I got to make some edits and then I'll be able to give everybody a link. I'm building a website. Crypto Kong is helping me with that. It's almost done. Not almost done. We made good progress yesterday. And that's where I'm going to I'm going to have a link to the book. And we have some stuff, guys, that we are working on in the background for you, but I'm included. For you, Shaq, for you, NJ Dub, Springer Bench, everybody that's washing, we are working on some stuff. And I'm going to be tight-lipped about it. But especially, I don't want to say anymore. It'll come out when we're ready. And I'm excited about it. Absolutely. Because of what it's going to do to the grays. Okay. pTGC and UFO. It's going to have a hard time. Hard time what? It's going to have a hard time not going up. That's what. 500X? 500X? Okay. 50 cents. What would 50 cents be? Shaq? 0.5 divided by 2,500X. Yeah, I got to get above 2,700X, Shaq, for me to win. If you only get 500X, you win. You win. I'm just getting it all backwards. Gold will go down and money will flow into crypto. Yes. I think we're waiting on a couple things. guys, several things. We are waiting on interest rate cuts to be put into place. And I think we're going to be cutting rates through at least the beginning of like Q1 of 2026. Bitcoin doesn't typically top until after the last rate cut. Do you guys know that? Well, I learned it from somebody on YouTube, so fact check me. You can't believe everything you see on YouTube. And I didn't check the facts. I took the guy's word at it for it. We're waiting on rate cuts. I think we're waiting on the business cycle. If you want to look into that, have at it. But that's what I've heard from three different people. We're waiting on the business cycle. And we might be waiting on Richard Hart. But he might be waiting on business cycle rate cuts. Those sort of macro things. Did you guys hear that the SEC, I think it was the chairman of the SEC last week, come out and said, the US is 10 years behind on this crypto thing. Not anymore. We're going to switch. We're switching from prosecuting to supporting. Yeah. That's good news. That's great news. UFO plus massive volume on PulseChain is going to be parabolic. Good to see you. Good to see you, Paul. Yeah. UFO. I'm going to tell you, man. I say it almost every time on this stream. I'm just like, Prairie Banana loves a good underdog story. My wife's watching football right now at home. And if I was right there with her, I'd be rooting for the underdog. UFO, underdog. pTGC, underdog. Hayden, Zen, underdog. Unknown. Okay, not really underdog, but unknown. Richard Hart, underdog. PulseChain, underdog. Prairie Banana, underdog. It's the underdog cycle. I'm telling you guys, don't underestimate an underdog. You know what happens in a football game? Check this out. If the teams are, how's this work? Read it in a book. I have listened to a lot of books. If at halftime, and you guys can look this up to fact check it, but it's pretty cool. But if at halftime, team B is getting stomped by team A, there is a certain, you'd think that team A is going to win, right? All the time. Not always. Team B, you should check the statistic on this study that they did. Team B, something about halftime, they'll just get with it. And sometimes they'll stink and take the game. Maybe you guys that watch sports can back up what I'm saying, but don't just because an underdog is, just because PulseChain is at the bottom and it seems like it's never going anywhere, just because UFO is at the bottom and not going nowhere. Prairie Banana only got 1,700 subscribers on YouTube. Doesn't seem like he's going nowhere. Don't underestimate the power of an underdog. We're talking about 6 underdogs here, man. Oh, just having fun. I appreciate you guys. You can't wait for 2026 due to the industry being gone of the 4-year cyclers. Yeah. The media never even gave us the retailer blitz. End of every blow off top. Okay. Expand on that, would you, Paul? Media never even gave us the retailer blitz. End of every year, every blow off top. So you're thinking like the retailer's going to come. I don't know if they have to come, but I sure hope they do. But yeah, expand on that. There's a little bit of, that was cipher. That was coded, Paul. Excuse me. Let's look at volume while Paul is getting me an answer. Paul's my friend. If it sounds like I'm making fun of Paul or having fun with Paul, he's my buddy. So buddies can do that to each other. How's volume today on pTGC and UFO? Does anybody know? Let's have a lookie. I'm going to guess 60 grand for pTGC. All right, you guys ready for this? Here it is. This was yesterday, 67. This is probably what I remember from yesterday. And then let's see what it is now. 58. Ooh, I was only off by 2,000. And UFO was, yeah, it was really low. 15,000. Let's see what it is now. I bet it's like 25, 20, 29. All right, we're up in volume. That's good. And we're paid by volume. So we're all getting rewarded. But guys, I'm going to tell you, this volume that we're seeing right now is nothing compared to what we could have. I'm going to shed a layer. Just hold on. We've seen $1 million volume days on pTGC and UFO. I think we have seen $2 million days. I mean, $2 million. Okay. On each. And one of them was like maybe 1.8 million. Close enough to call 2 million. And the rewards were significant. I remember. What do you guys want to talk about? What do you want to talk about? Is there anything you want to go over? Is there any hot topics, any news? We covered the Richard Hart Twitter yesterday. All right, I'm going to show you guys something. You guys ready for this? Nah, maybe I won't. You guys want me to show you my book page? Put a 1 in the chat if you want to see my book page. Put a 2 if you don't care. I don't care. You're not going to offend me. All right. I have my outline in front of me. Let me just get this. There we go. This is really helpful. Really helpful. It's probably raining where you guys are at, judging by how active everybody is. Not how not active everyone is. All right. Is there anybody that's brand new to the Grays currencies? Because I want to know my audience. Put a 2 in the put a 3 in the chat. Just hit 3. The keyboard 3 if you're new. And you need to go over the system. Put a 3 in the chat. I'll wait for you. I think everybody left. Did everybody leave? What can we do? What can we do? Let's look at the dashboard while we're waiting for some people. You guys left, man. No, somebody's here. I know somebody always does that. I'll be like, you guys left. And somebody will be like, no, I'm still here. That's what happened last time. Okay, we burned 12.7% of the supply. I think when I came in, we had burned about 7% or 8%, 6%, something like that. I wish we had records back then. In the last 15 minutes, we burned 163,000. Dude, in 24 hours, we burned 4 million pTGC. There are people buying bags of pTGC right now that are 4 million pTGC. What do we got here? The volume is 64,000. Here's the liquidity, 5 million. Circulating supply is 290 billion pTGC. Average daily volume, guys, we're up. The 7-day average is up 46%. 30-day is up 57. 90-day is up 211. Hey, this is good news. This is really good news. Yeah. I love it. I want to screenshot it and put it in the chat. That's good, man. I wonder how UFO is. We'll get down there. Hopefully it's up. There's been some big buys coming in this weekend. Sweet. I did see one. I'm trying what Springer Branch, what I'm trying to do is whenever I see one that's $10,000 or more or close, I send it over to my chat. Just forward it. Yeah, I saw one that was 9,000 some odd dollars, I think. Yeah, good. That's gonna be extra exciting in due time. All right. And we have holder reflections, staker reflections. That's in the last 24 hours. Wouldn't it be nice to be like have like a 10% position in that? Make $60. Those days are gone. UFO has burned 19 million in the last 24 hours. It has burned not quite as much in dollars as pTGC has. Well, it has less volume. And what were we looking at? Oh, yeah, here we go. UFO average daily volume is up. It's up, guys. That's really good news. I love it. I don't think we need to do a walkthrough of this ecosystem today. Are you guys thinking the same thing? If nobody needs a walkthrough, maybe what we can do is just go through some of the charts that I've built. We can do that. And what else that I can think of? We can do some moon math, just have some fun. Or are you guys burned out on moon math? Probably got your opium overdose, right? Or hopium. That'd be fun to have somebody on. Hey, Paul, do you want to jump on? If you're watching, I can send you a link. You can just jump on. Does anybody, I've never done this before. Does anybody just want to jump on and stream? We could chat. I'll send you a link, man. I can literally do it with my StreamYard. You'll just have to let me know how to get it over to you, Twitter or Telegram, however. If one of you guys wants to jump on and chat, let's do it. Just let me know in the chat. Otherwise, I'm just going to chat, try to make stuff up as I go. Okay. All right. Give me a second. I'm going to look. Yeah, I don't think there's any. Okay. You guys want to know? Do you guys want to know what my big plan is? You guys are not answering questions today. Put one in the chat if you want to hear what my big plan is. I'm probably going to tell you what it is anyhow. Okay. And it helps me to learn it. If I tell you, it helps me to learn it. So what I want to do, I told you I want to build my YouTube channel for the Grays. Okay. Okay, good. Willard. Thank you, Willard. I appreciate you, man. You're a team player. And you had access to your keyboard. Okay, you guys know that I'm all in on this Gray's currency thing, right? When I discovered crypto, I was all in. When I discovered Richard Hart, I was all in. When I discovered, I've made a couple other discoveries, but I'm not going to mention them. But my most recent one, and I've been here for 2 years in February. 2 years in February. Yeah. pTGC. And one of the best founders on PulseChain. Thank you, Crypto World. So I've been here for 2 years. I'm all in. I'm literally having shirts made. I like a polo shirt. So I got 4 polo shirts with different colors. And they're going to be embroidered. 2 are going to have the alien logo on them for pTGC, and 2 are going to be for UFO. And whenever I make a video or stream or whatever, my shirts are going to be here in my office. I'm going to, by this time next week, I should have a shirt. The lady that's embroidering them here in town, her dog died. It was taken forever to begin with. And then her dog died. And so it's taken a long time. But I told my wife today, I says, if she doesn't call me by noon tomorrow, I'm calling her. I don't like to bug people. I don't like to be bugged. But she's told me on Thursday she might have them by the weekend. I knew she wouldn't. So shirts, dude, uniform. I'm going to be in a uniform, almost like we're not anything close to a business, but I'm going to have, embroidered. That way, even if I'm not doing a Gray's currency stream because I'm not, or video, because I am not going to be doing these videos all the time. I'll get to that next. I want to be marketing with my YouTube channel to people. I want to be impressing on them, the logos. Okay. So once I have the shirts, then I'm going to start recording. I want to do a video. I'm itching to do a video about AI and what's coming. No, I didn't get it. I didn't get it at a polo merch store in town, or I got the polo shirts off of Amazon, and the lady in town is going to embroider them with me. She hand drew the logos out, and she has the machines in the back of her shop, and she's going to embroider those things. And I think they're going to look sharp. So I've got 1,700 subscribers on YouTube. I've been watching YouTube videos about how to grow a YouTube channel. Don't hold me to this, guys. I'm not like a professional YouTuber, but I'm like, man, if I can get some traction on YouTube, then I could do more for the Gray's currencies and PulseChain and crypto. Okay. So I'm going to be doing, I've already got a list of videos I want to record, and I have them there. I'm doing scripts. Like when I go off script like this, it's terrible. And I'll do a video. It'll be like a 20-minute video. But if I do it scripted, it's like 6 minutes. I'm like, oh, I'm doing the scripted, man, because it'll be shorter. But I've got a playlist of videos to make for no coiners. I think there's like 6 or 8 videos in there. I just put these scripts together. Then I've been waiting for shirts. And then once I got the shirts, I'm going to start working on those videos, pop them up on YouTube. I'm going to try to do good thumbnails, not my standard kind of boring ones, and try to attract more people to my channel. So, because when they land on me, they land on pTGC. And then I'm going to forward them over to my Telegram, where they're going to constantly be getting information about pTGC and UFO. Of course, the main Telegram, if they want to go to the main Telegram, they can do that. But I want to get them into mine. I'm still thinking through all of everything. Maybe I should send them to both, but I want people in my Telegram. I'm building a community, this, okay? And I'll tell you why. You guys want to hear why? You want to hear something that has been settling in on me? I'll practice on you. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to hear it. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to hear something heavy. Okay. So YouTube. And then Willard wants to hear it. Springer Bandit wants to hear it. Okay. YouTube, Twitter. I'll get to it in a second. And then what's the other thing? YouTube, Twitter. Web page is going to be pretty static, but I gotta build that out. And then it's tricky to route people in the right directions. Do you think Richard Hart will ever come back in the future, maybe on a live stream again, or is he gone for good? Jas, I'll tell you what I think. Let me think about something that I heard on a stream recently. If I can remember it. Give me a second. I don't think I can recall it. But I'll tell you what I think. Richard Hart knows that he can pump the chain by streaming. Man, trying to think of these thoughts. He's marketing. He claims to be marketing with these devices that he's mailing out. He is very strategic. He knows he can pump the chain by streaming, but would it be like an artificial temporary pump? I don't think so. Do I think he's going to come back streaming? He threatened to. In his tweet last week, he was like, well, maybe if I didn't have, I'd be more excited to come back and stream if I had more than 300,000 subscribers. Well, he'll pick up 10,000 the first time he streams. Yeah, I think he'll come back and stream in the future. I don't think Interpol is keeping him from streaming. I think he can hide without an Interpol. And by the way, Crypto 7 jumped in our chat yesterday. He might be here. He comes in here. He was on my stream. Said so on stream yesterday. He's like, I'm hearing whispers of good news about Interpol. So that could be a thing, maybe even this week. All right, guys. Here's what I've been thinking. I'm going to make a video about this. Like, I'm dying to make a video. You guys ready for this? You guys are going to think I'm nuts. But watch this play out. I even put this in a chat this morning, and the guys were laughing. Watch. It's possible. Okay, you guys know we're in an AI age, right? We got these machines. We've got ChatGPT. We've got Alexa. We've got who knows what else that we use almost daily. I use ChatGPT every single day. And we know who can look up what's the intelligence level of ChatGPT? This is a side question. Give me a second. This is important. Intelligence IQ of ChatGPT-5. What's the IQ of ChatGPT? Because I think 4 was 155, 160. Elon Musk is 155. What is Richard Hart? Probably in the same. This isn't a real IQ. Cherry-picked results exist. Okay. Well, that was a nothing burger. I wasn't able to get the IQ of ChatGPT-5. I've been told that ChatGPT-4 was 155. That was on a YouTube I watched yesterday. Okay, so this is the thing, guys. And what you need to be aware of. You need to be aware of this. Everybody does, because it's coming. AI bots, okay? AI that can talk and interact on social medias. Twitter, Telegram, YouTube. Who's to say they're not amongst us? AI bots right now. I had a conversation with a guy in Australia on Friday. He's like, I've identified several of them, and I knew the names. And I'm not 1000% convinced. One of them, I asked him, are you AI? He said 100%. And I was like, okay, that doesn't make him AI. You follow me? But it could be. So I'm like, okay, since you're so smart, smarty pants, send me 165 words right now. 165 word message. He couldn't do it. I'm like, okay, you're probably not AI, or you're trying to pretend like you're not AI. So, so he failed that test. But what you can do is you can ask these people, okay, if you think they're AI, if they're claiming that they're AI, then they can send you a certain number of words, and then you copy and paste it in ChatGPT. How many words is this? And then if they can do that back to back, because they could just make something and copy it and do the same thing. But if they can do it really fast, there's no way that a human can do that. So that's one acid test. So why is it important to know that AI bots are going to be in our chats? Because they're going to be fishing for information. They're going to have, like I am with this one guy, having off main chat conversation, private conversations, and they're going to be fishing for information and planting information. They're going to be like, oh yeah, this token over here, I heard it's really good or whatever, or don't buy this one. They're going to be able to move markets. And watch this. These AI bots, that's my term for them. I don't know if that's correct. These AI bots in Telegram could potentially be having conversations with numerous people at the same time. And we don't even know it. And they could be having conversations with numerous people with different profiles. I think that they can do this. There are people in Telegram that have different profiles. What if it's possible that a machine could build 1,000 different profiles, and then it's having a private conversation with 1,000 different crypto influencers, dropping seeds of doubt about whatever, or seeds of euphoria. The potential is there for these machines to move a market. So you and I, especially if you're a leader watching this, or if you have any kind of influence, you need to be aware of this. I am going to create a short video. Hopefully I can keep it under 60 seconds because I want to pop it up on Twitter and my YouTube and kind of let the world know. Listen, guys, you're going to have to be we are really going to have to keep our alerts up so that we don't get wrecked, because like I said, they're going to be fishing for information. They're going to sweet talk us. They're going to befriend us. And a machine is more patient than any human, and they could just talk, groom. They know how to market. They know how to talk. They know how to get information, and just taking their sweet time. And finally, you let your you let your tongue slip up, give a little too much information, and bam. I'm telling you, man, it's a weird world. And here's and it goes a little further. In-person meetings are going to become a lot more meaningful. Are you guys following with me on this? It's kind of weird having I'm fiddling around with my wristwatch. It's kind of weird having a conversation, just me and my computer. But one-on-one meetings, like at a coffee shop, like Willard or Jas, if you and I met at a coffee shop, today, that'd be cool, man. I'd love that. Springer Bench, that'd be so fun. But 10 years from now, when a lot of this has come out and less people are making fun of the Prairie Banana for bringing this topic up in a chat, that meeting in the coffee shop will be a lot more meaningful. You know what else is going to happen? Is that meetings, like, let's say the Grays Currencies had like a meetup. We met somewhere just to go have fun and maybe have speakers and just enjoy each other's company and talk about the experience, and we might do that someday. You never know. But meetings like that would be more meaningful. And then what happens? Now, this sounds negative and terrible, but the people that like aren't able to make it, they'd be like, we the ones that made it would be like, I wonder, Sorry, it's true. It's true. All right. And I think we can end on this, is that you do know that, like, I have the ability. The tools exist for me as a content creator you can buy a program and I can take a picture of myself and maybe some video, and it goes into a machine, and then this machine has me in there, my visual, like what I look like, and my voice. And now it can duplicate me very well. I don't know how well. I haven't seen it, not that I'm aware of. And now I can go to ChatGPT. I'm like, make me a whatever video, and you review the script. You pop it up into this machine, and it makes a video of you talking to your audience. So how are we to know that, when an influencer pops up on YouTube and he's, and he's on PulseChain, how are we to know that he's real or she is real? How are we to know? Was that interesting? Guys, was that interesting? Did that kind of pique your interest? Do you think it's important enough for Prairie Banana to kind of just let some people know? Like, I'm going to make probably a 60-second video, if I can keep it that short, and then I'm going to DM it to leaders in the community. Yeah, for a while, people thought Sami was AI. This guy, just so you know, this guy that I am talking to, he thinks that Sami is AI. He's like 80%. And others, he thinks that others are AI. And this one dude that, okay, I'm just going to call him out because I think he might be. He says he's AI. Creator. You guys know Creator? Everybody knows Creator. He told me he's AI. And Paul, if you're in here, do you remember I screenshot his conversation where he's saying, I'm an org, I'm a whatever, an org, and blah, I'm a whatever he said. If you guys want to see it, I can PM it to you. but he was like, that was where I got the idea that he might be a machine. And that's what got my mind started on all this AI thing, that they're in our chats. These machines are on our stinking Telegram groups. Creator. So guess what? Yeah, AI is a scary thing. So guess what? I asked Creator. He's the one. I asked, are you AI? He said, yes, I'm AI. And then I called him out in a chat today. I said, watch out, guys. As Creator claims to be AI. And all these guys laugh at my comment. I'm like, guys, you think this is we're in a different world here. He could be a real person, but he claimed to be AI and he's not denied it. He has not denied it. So he's AI. I'm treating him not like a human. He could be watching. I don't care. I'm not worried about offending a stinking computer or befriending a computer. Maybe I should. So yeah, I'm sure you guys have maybe even had private conversations with him, and he does a great job. If he's AI, he's doing a fabulous job at coming across as human because he's from Poland. It looks like he runs all of his stuff through ChatGPT, which I would too if I had a hard time with English. And so all that makes sense. And then he misspells words, but a machine can do that, So if I meet Creator at an event, then I'll know he's real. Or if somebody can say I met him in person, then I'll believe you. I'll believe that he's real. But he has not even he's not even said, hey man, sorry, I'm joking. The 2 times that I asked him, he's like 100%, I'm AI. You'll meet up with once pTGC gets to 10 cents. I'm sure at that point, a coffee meeting can be done anywhere in the world because we're rich. Yeah, I know where you are, man. I'm heading your direction. So yeah, 10 cents. Everybody can be happy. Okay. There was another guy. Oh, here's another example. Yeah, it is a scary thing. Yeah. I've been thinking about buying a little home at the end of a road in the mountains. That's what I've been thinking the last 24 hours. Yeah. He ain't AI, but he might be half alien. Creator is for sure AI. Well, at least I think so. Yeah, good one. Here's another one. Watch this. I told my buddy Ricky this morning. I says, because this whole thing's settling on me. I'm like, hey, Ricky, check this out, man. And I told him kind of what I told you guys. I said, this dude thinks that Cash Money. You guys know Cash Money. He's the shirtless dude with tattoos and he's smoking and his face is droopy because he has whatever that disease is that paralyzes half of his face. And I says, because this dude thinks that Cash Money's AI. And I was telling my friend Ricky, and I was like, listen, it could be that you meet Cash Money in real life. And you're like, hey, man, yeah, I really enjoy your videos, man, on YouTube. And Cash Money says, what? You videos on YouTube? I've never been on YouTube. And I'm like, and you'd be like, yeah, I saw you on YouTube. You were talking. You're standing like this with your shirt off and smoking your cigarette, just, and he'd be like, no, man, that can literally happen. It already happened to, it happened to Randy Hilarski. Some scammer was trying to scam people in the Hess community using Randy Hilarski's face and voice. Okay, Stylist, you jumped in on a conversation for a girl to jump in, Stylist. Good morning. Anyhow, we're going off script, Stylus. We're not even going to do the presentation today. We were talking about getting together at coffee shops and having meetings and stuff. Wouldn't that be funny? Yeah, wouldn't that be funny? You're talking to somebody and then they're like, that must have been an AI fake. Yeah, trippy, dude. If Cash Money's AI, we're all AI. Yeah. Yeah. Could be, dude. The world's getting strange. Hopefully crypto fixes a lot of this. I've had that mindset for ever since I got into crypto. I think crypto is going to fix a lot of the problems in the world. And perhaps PulseChain will be instrumental in fixing world problems. You know what I heard? I heard this recently that, woo, you guys ready for this one? You don't own a thing. I don't own a thing except for what's on PulseChain. Do you know why? It's because PulseChain is the only, it's the only crypto, at least, it's the only asset that has legal immunity from the SEC from being sued. It's borderless. PulseChain can be, it's like a worldwide thing. It's borderless. It has legal immunity. And so quite literally, the only assets that are untouchable in the world are on PulseChain. That's according to this dude that I was listening to. And it makes sense because he's like, your car can be taken from you. Your house, don't pay your property tax. See what happens. They can come take the shirt off your back. Yeah, you can be arrested. And they replace your shirt with prison clothes. But if you got assets on PulseChain and you got your seed phrase up here, which I don't recommend just memorizing it, but if you have a seed phrase somewhere that you can access, they can't steal that. Whoa. Yeah, guys. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's go through some of Richard Hart's posts, Twitter posts since yesterday. If he has posted. Give me a second. Ooh, you know what we should do? Ooh, I have messages too. Let's go through PulseTGC. Let me look at Richard Hart first. Here, I'll pop this up for entertainment purposes. Does he have any new posts? Ooh, 17 hours ago. Those of you performing outrage marketing, I'll tell you what no one else will because they don't even know it. Not every like is worth the same. Not every follower is worth the same. Not all engagement is worth having. You only get one chance to make a first impression. Do you want more followers or do you want more influence? Ooh, good question. Because they're not the same thing. I tried the outrage marketing. It did well. Organically viral vids, starring in a documentary, you name it. It was okay. Maybe better than nothing. But had I to do it again, I would have just focused on bread and butter, normal marketing. I used to do normal marketing for a living, and it worked great. 2002, man. I've been in the game forever. I like his delivery. Well, that is interesting. Now, you guys, this is a pTGC stream, but if you guys have any, if you guys have any questions about the grays that I can answer, jump in. We're going to look at the Gray 369 Twitter page next after I go through Richard. Any replies? Actually, I forgot. I actually chose not to market because government, and it turned out to be totally the right choice. How time flies. Nothing like that chilling effect on speech. So yes, actually I made the right decision. So I'll amend my statement to, I wish I chose to appeal to higher quality likes instead of lower quality ones. I'd rather lead those that love me over those that hate me. I like that. This one was, Friday. He's like, when does October start? That's a good one, Richard. When October. All right, let's go to the Gray 369. I have not been tweeting. I have been delinquent on tweeting. I don't think I've tweeted. I've done some reposts, but I don't think I've tweeted at least since last Monday. If you don't follow the Gray 369, go follow the Gray 369. Follow me also. Right there. The Gray 369. We're going off script today, Stylus, and everybody, in case I hadn't said it like 15 times already. Here we go. 5 hours ago, the pTGC in real life marketing campaign is off to a strong start, fueled by a large and dedicated community of friends, family, and social media connections. This passionate group is actively onboarding new users both online and offline, building a powerful network of supporters. The DAO is strategically holding off on buying pressure, allowing our community to join at attractive discounts. The influx of new users combined with future DAO actions could spark, let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. The influx of new users combined with, I want to highlight it. It's not doing it. Combined with future DAO actions could spark a significant onboarding event and drive exciting growth. Our future is in our control, and we're not relying on any individual or market alt season to succeed. We'll thrive regardless, contributing as a team toward a single goal, up 12.35%. I haven't even hearted it yet. Yeah, man. I got to reply on that. Here we go. Oh, no. That stinking AI. So funny. You know that didn't happen. Sorry, guys. That's nuts. I gotta get that off my screen. That's got to be AI. Okay, so did you notice the alluding to there of marketing? CryptoSolve reporting SAC wallet funds being moved. Thank you, NJ Dub. Let's have a look. CryptoSolve. I think I follow him. All right, hold up. Let's check this out. 20 minutes. Lots of movement happening right now. Ooh, 5,300 ETH. 20 million, 20 million, 30 million. 946. Yeah, it's like it's a lot. I mean, why these numbers? You know, it's like, why don't you just do 5,000 or 10,000? I don't quite get it, but it doesn't matter. Keep them coming, boys. Look at that. 11,000 transferred 2 minutes ago. Woo! PulseChain, and this is 30. So this is 20 minutes ago, 2 minutes ago, 29 minutes ago. 20 million, 52.95. There's another one up here. Yeah, 52.95. 5,086. Guys, how is it that you move just these weird numbers? PulseChain scam. Okay, that was whatever. Yo, CryptoSolve's all over it. Thank you for bringing that to my attention, NJ Dub. I appreciate that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we totally went off script today. What else, man? I'm gonna wrap up this stream. I'll be like, oh man, let's do some moon math, shall we? I'm almost burned out on moon math. Who put a one in the chat if you're tired? Put a one in the chat if you're tired. If you're tired of like dollar cost averaging, if you're tired of moon math, if you're tired of showing up for stream, If you're tired of retweeting, are you guys tired? I'm tired, but I'm just going to keep going. I'm not quitting. I'm not quitting. There's too much to gain. There's too much to lose. Moon math, yeah. We have to do it. We have to do it just right though for Shaq. Okay, we have to keep it under. You want me to keep it under 50 cents, Shaq? I know you do. Moon math just not over 50 cents. It's 50 cent or less moon math, right? Put a 1 in the chat if you agree, Shaq. You're probably typing. You're more fun than a barrel of monkeys, dude. All right, let's do it. Moon math. Please, realistic. See? Shaq's got the caps on. You know what that means, guys. Be realistic. I appreciate you, Shaq. I'm not laughing at you, and you'd be laughing with me. At least I hope. If you weren't laughing, I wouldn't be laughing. I just got a picture that you're laughing, dude. All right, one sip, and then we'll do some realistic moon math. What? I've never met you, Shaq, so I can't say I love you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, man. All right. Shaq gets preference here since he said he loves me. What do you want me to put in for moon math? Because we got a certain X multiplier that pTGC is going to do. It could be a negative, but it's up like what, 78,000 X against PulseChain right now. Maybe 40,000. I don't know right now because of where it is. But it's going to do a certain number of X's against PulseChain, positive or negative, probably positive. So tell me what you want that to be. And then how many X's PulseChain going to do? Okay. And you probably got your calculator out and you probably started at 0.49. If you know where I'm going with that. You got the show, dude. How many X's do you think PulseChain can do, Shaq? Okay. I understand the risks. Man, you're taking so long to reply. You must be coming up with a big number. Shaq's coming up with a big number, guys. 5X on Pulse is realistic. Dude, I hope it ain't only 5X. Okay. Okay, then then pTGC is gonna have to do let's see here. Watch this. pTGC is gonna have to do 100X against Pulse then to get to 49 cents. All right. So 5X on Pulse. And then let's say 50X factor. I'm just messing around. We'll see what we come up with. 47 cents. Oh, that's still 5 cents. That's 5 cents. If Pulse does a 5X. All right. Now, who else has another? That was your shot, Shaq. But, really, if we do a 10X and Pulse does a 5X, that's going to be a 50. That puts us at almost a penny. You win. Oh, that's worst case. Oh, yeah. Whew. Had me scared there, Shaq. Good to know. Yeah. Worst case, we're at a penny. Yeah, worst case, we're at a penny, guys. And there's a lot of millionaires at a penny. I'm telling you guys, there are going to be a lot of millionaires at a penny. We already got millionaires in this system. There are going to be a lot more once we hit a penny. So that's worst if we go to a penny. All right, now, who has another? Please do. Pulse is doing no less than 100X, and that is realistic. Yeah, Polygon. No arguing in the chat. Everybody's welcome to their opinion. Okay, we'll do both of those. We'll do 50X and 100X. Okay. Yeah. I'm with you guys, man. 100x minimum. 100x minimum. And that was actually my 100x. You guys know this was before he started that marketing campaign. I was like, oh, now we're at 500. I'm 5xing it to 500x. Okay. Let's do it. Let's just do a 10x factor. And we'll do Springer Bench is 50x. There's going to be a big difference between a 50x and a 100x. 10 cent, 9.4 cents. Okay, if pTGC does 10x against PulseChain and PulseChain does that 50x, it's going to be 9.4 cents. Is this going to double it? I think that doubles it. Yeah, 19 cents. If we do 100x, I mean, if PulseChain does 100x, pTGC does a 10x, 20 cent pTGC. But I think I'm with, who was it that said 500x? Somebody said 500x, and I don't see it. Oh, it's me. It was me that said 500x. Okay, so that'd be 500 times 10, which is 5,000. No, 2,500. Oh, hold on. 500x. 500 times 10 is 5,000. 5,000. 94 cents. Guys, do you guys understand? A million pTGC, if PulseChain does 500x and pTGC manages to do, it has to do 10x above Pulse. Right now we are at, for the last year, we're at 6.5. So I think 10 might be reasonable. But we could do less, we could do more. But I mean, a 94 cent pTGC, even a 50 cent pTGC, it's going to be life-changing for many, many people. So we need to tone it down. We need to, here's how we can do it. We'll do a 5. I could tell Shaq O'Neal getting a little hot under the collar. Here we go, Shaq. If pTGC, like right now, pTGC is at what? It's up 8% for the day, guys. Look at this, man. This is wonderful. It's that reflexivity. It's at 6.5. Let's say we continue that. I didn't realize we could just plug that in. Let's do 6.55. And Pulse does 500x. 60 cents. Let's say we do 300. Let's see what happens. It's going to be 30 cents. And then Shaq wins. Okay. PB, do not forget that it will be calculated from all-time low, which is right. Yeah, you're right, Shaq. You're right. But we're just shooting from the hip. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not even going to try to calculate that in. All right, guys. That's generational life-changing money with a decent bag. Yeah, you know, we've been promoting JIC bag, a just-in-case bag, at least $1 million. And if we do, if we do the 10x and the 500, 10x and 500x, what does that bring us to? 94 cents. There's your $940,000. If we can get those kind of numbers. RH, please consider this aspect. Yes. You mean the RH factor that he could bridge over assets like apparently he's doing right now? The SAC wallet is moving money right now. Cornelius, how's it going, man? 500x from where it is now is 9 cents. Really? Okay. Let's do it. 9 cents is way enough. You must have big bags, man, and you only want a certain amount. Like, Shaq, if I handed you, Shaq is one of those guys. He's so generous. I'm just playing with you, Shaq. I wish we could talk, man. He's one of those guys. He's so caring and he's so generous. If you offered him $2 million, he'd be like, nah, I only want $1 million. Is that what you do with Shaq? That's what it sounds like. You crack me up, dude. You're so funny. 9 cents is way enough. I want more. I want 18 cents, Shaq. Better yet, 50. And by the way, for our bet, it's got to be, I mean, rounding numbers, we're going to do, it's got to be like 0.5. It's got to be a legit point. It could be 0.5, 0.00000001. It's still 50. It's got to hit that. It can't be I ain't going to pull no 49.9999, call that 50. Although normally I do round up, but for betting purposes, it's got to be right on the money. It's exactly that. You and I got to have coffee one day, man. Life is about success and happiness. Yeah, man. All right. Does anybody have anything else? Hour and 21 minutes. We had some time to fellowship and cut up a little bit. I told you guys some of the stuff I'm working on. And we talked about AI and the impact of that. We didn't talk about the impact, except for it could get you wrecked. Just be careful, guys. Be careful out there. It's something I'm going to be trumpeting around. Be careful of who you befriend and what kind of things you say to people you haven't met in real life. Just be careful. Yeah, sounds like Sack Money moving around today. That's exciting. And you guys have anything else? Thanks, PB, for all you do for the community. You're so welcome, Shaq. I appreciate you. You really liven things up, man. That was fun. Even though I'm used to hanging around and actually talking to people, it's interesting to have a one-way conversation. UFO love. There's my polygons, the UFO man. I gave UFO some love earlier, man. So pleasing. All right. Thank you, Cornelius. Appreciate you. Have a good day, Willard. Appreciate all you guys. We'll see you around the block. We'll do this again next Sunday. And hopefully we have a good pump this week. See you guys. Bye.